All right, let's dive right into it. We're talking about the lat pull down versus the upper back pull down. But first, we need to differentiate between the upper back and the lats. Now, the lats are those muscles that span across the torso. They give it that V shape. And the upper back are those muscles around the shoulder blades. We'll call it the traps, the rhomboids, the teres major, and we'll throw rear delts in there too. So we're starting with the lat pull down. First thing I'm doing here is I'm bracing my abs so that I can keep a nice, upright, tall torso. You don't want to overarch your back on this one. You want to be nice and tall. The second thing you might notice here is I'm using a neutral grip. I recommend a neutral grip or a narrow underhand grip for hitting the lats. Overhand grip, not so much. Now here's a big key to targeting the lats here. What I'm thinking about while I'm doing this movement is taking my elbow from up and in front of my body and driving it down towards my hips. You'll also notice that I'm stopping once I have my upper arm in line with the side of my body. That's the point when you have your lats in a nice shortened, contracted position. That's where you want to stop. If you go back any further behind your body with your elbows, you're shifting the load off your lats and onto the upper back, which is not what we're trying to do here. So braced abs, tall torso, taking that elbow down from up in front of you and down towards the hips. All right, we're shifting gears now. We're onto the upper back pull down. To most people, they're gonna look very similar, but these are some very key and effective differences. Now, the first thing I'm doing here is I'm actually arching my back and I'm leaning back a little bit. So you can see a difference in my posture. I'm using a bit of a wider grip as well. An overhand grip works with this one as well. And I'm showing some midriff too. You can see instead of drawing my elbow down towards the hip, I'm focusing on drawing my elbow back behind my body. Here's a better angle to see. You see the arch in my back, and you can see where I'm drawing my elbows. Coming back behind the body, the upper arm's coming behind the body. That shifts the load off the lats and onto the upper back muscles, which is the whole point of this movement. So some subtle differences, some key differences. Which one's better? They're both awesome. They do different things. They should both have a spot in your back training routine. Listen, guys, if you aren't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. Talk